Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Perry County. We're in Pinckneyville tonight as the Carterville Lions are back in action once again. Shockingly, another road game. You realize that the Lions have played 18 games this season. This is the 18th game tonight. They've only played 2 home games on the year, and finally will be coming back home Tuesday night when they host the Carbondale Terriers. Good evening to you. It's Dave McKenzie with you here from Pinckneyville. John Homan alongside. He'll join us here momentarily. But the Carterville Lions took one on the chin last night about this time as it was Massac County in a huge conference game in Metropolis. And Massac County just jumped on the Lions right from the get-go. Was up, had a big lead, 22-13. It was Jude Harmon that just kind of set the pace and the tone for the Massac County Patriots as he had 16 first quarter points last night against the Lions. And of those 16, he had 4 3-pointers. And that kind of set the tone. Had Deke Carruthers that chipped in with a big night as well. And Carterville missed a lot of shots. They left a lot of shots on the floor that they just were not able to convert. And it is how the Lions wound up getting beat last night, 75-69, which now has opened up the river-to-river conference on the Ohio side and kind of made it a competitive conference. With the win last night, Carterville have been firmly in control of that river-to-river conference. But now kind of feels like it's wide open. So the Lions come in tonight 15-2 overall. They are 2-1 in river-to-river conference play. The Pinckneyville Panthers, on the other hand, they come in tonight. They are 10-7 on the season after they took a loss last night. And just kind of struggling for the Pinckneyville Panthers team and what we were expecting when they came into this season. But Pinckneyville is, they got beat last night by Nashville on that Mississippi side of the division. And so Nashville firmly in control of that Mississippi portion of the river-to-river conference. As you would expect, a pretty decent crowd here at Pinckneyville tonight. Both teams out on the floor going through their pregame warm-ups. We're going to go on and take our first break here, and when we come back, a chance to talk to the head coach of the Carterville Lions, Shane Hawkins. He's coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First's equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Ralph's Small Engine is your full-service repair shop that keeps your equipment running year-round. At Ralph's, they treat each customer like family. They offer the best brands in the business, like Hustler, Skag, Echo, and DeWalt. Financing is available with interest rates as low as 0%. They don't do high-pressure sales. Just get you into the equipment you need at the best price. Family-owned since 1995. Ralph's Small Engine on Highway 51 just south of Elkville. Best of luck this season.
As a parent, you want the best care for your family, and at Shawnee Health, we provide just that. I'm Dr. Kai Fansuri from Shawnee Health's Carterville location. Our team, including Dr. Mathine Nexed and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa
attack it. We had some self-doubt and we kept trying to get him to rip it off the bounce and get in the middle of the paint. And once we finally did that, we got a little confidence. But, man, we just left so many points out on the board because we got to the rim last night and just didn't finish. And then when we did get fouled, we didn't capitalize at the free throw line. And you go on the road and score 69 points, that's enough to win a game. And like I told our guys last night, we probably left another 16 to 18 out there. I mean, now you're talking something stupid. You're scoring 85 on the road. And we needed all of them. But Harmon got loose, and he got in his zone, and he made some tough shots. Carruthers hits 3 threes, and going into the game, he's 4 for 29. And so that was one of the things we're gonna kind of clog the paint and keep Harmon, shooting jumpers and not getting to the rim, and then he hits 3, and they had a good crowd. They were into it, and they got some momentum, and we kept fighting. And it seemed like every time we'd get it to about 2 or 4, we'd have a breakdown, and it would get to 7, and we could never get it to 2 and have the ball to make things kind of go crazy. Because when you're 6-6, you're kind of waiting for something bad to happen because you've had it happen enough, and we could never just get to that point where it was a one possession game, and just to see what would happen if we were able to get that next basket.
I feel like, had you been able to get a tie, if you could have got it tied, then that was probably a Carterville game to escape with.
Right, and I agree with that. We talked about that last night, but it's hard to win on the road, and it's a conference game, and I mean they scored more points than us, so they beat us. But I thought most of our issues were self-inflicted. And again, you got to capitalize. We were able to get the ball where we wanted to. Even they went box and one, and we still got it to the rim, and we just didn't capitalize. And I think we had a bunch of turnovers, and it wasn't that. We had a couple crucial ones where we got in the middle of the paint and dribbled too much and lost possession. I think they crushed us on the glass. I never did look at the numbers, but just the feel, it seems like they got some offensive rebounds at crucial times, and so it's a learning experience. And the good thing is you don't have to wait a week to play again. You get a quick turnaround, and they're going through the same thing. You have 2 wounded animals coming today. Both of us lost conference games on the road to good teams. So I think this will probably not be a game of beauty. I don't think it's going to be really aesthetically pleasing. But I think the team who wins is going to be the one who's going to be mentally tougher and can fight through kind of getting over last night, and then can just go fight and do enough right today.
Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Are you looking to enhance the beauty of your home or garden? Look no further than Clark Natural Stone, your go-to destination for rock, decorative stone, mulch, and even topsoil. With a wide range of high-quality natural stone products, Clark Natural Stone has something to fit your taste and style. Clark Natural Stone understands your unique wants and needs when it comes to turning your home into the talk of the town. So if you're looking to make the outside of your home as beautiful as your inside, go 5 miles east of Marion and talk to the folks at Clark Natural Stone. Clark Natural Stone, premier landscaping service of Southern Illinois.
SIU Credit Union knows what it means to be a part of a team. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, community is what it's all about. They're not just here for your financial needs, they're here to give back, because people helping people is at the heart of everything they do. You can join SIU-CU if you live or work in one of the lower 24 counties in Southern Illinois. That's
rock
right.
And roll.
If you're a Lions fan, you can be a part of their team
so let's
too.
rock and roll.
Learn more at SIUCU.org. SIU Credit
Carteville
Union,
play
your
Tuesday?
financial home team. Membership required. Insured by NCUA.
Home. Looking for a bakery that's anything but ordinary? Heather's Bake Shop in downtown Carterville is serving up sweet surprises every day. From fresh cinnamon rolls, cookies, scones, cream horns, and muffins, all made from scratch with love and other natural ingredients. And don't forget the coffee bar. Sip on hot or cold brews, espressos, or a latte while enjoying a grab-and-go breakfast or lunch, all made just the way you like. Stop by Heather's Bake Shop in downtown Carterville or catch them at local vendor events. Heather's Bake Shop, baked with love, served with a smile.
Back at Pinckneyville, Dave McKenzie, John Homan, Brian R. Powell back at the studio this evening, as we're just a couple of minutes away from the starting lineups and the tip-off here at Pinckneyville High School. Your thoughts? You didn't get to be at the game last night, but when you heard that Massac got the best of the Lions, what was your first thought?
Well, that it's a tough place to play and win. I've seen a lot of good teams roll into Massac County and come away a loser, and that's just they're tough on their home floor, and they can really shoot lights out at times, and that's what they apparently did last night with Harmon. And when the Lions have been road warriors, but you can't win every road game. It's just almost impossible, you know. I mean, they played all but 2 of their games on the road, and it caught up with them. Now they're still on the road here tonight. The question is, what do they have left? Do they have that fighting spirit? Going to come out and see the Lions play a great game tonight? We'll find out.
I mean, look at the last 4 games, and you heard Shane talk about that. You know, let's see, where were we at before Meridian? We went to, I'm drawing a blank. I'll have to look back at my schedule. But we went to Meridian, then on Tuesday night.
Right, on
we
Tuesday
went
night.
to Massac last night, and here making another road trip tonight to Pinckneyville. It's a lot of time spent on a bus.
Right.
It's late night. You know, we didn't get home until 11 o'clock last night. And
DuQuoin.
DuQuoin, yes.
DuQuoin,
I forgot about that.
That was before the game with Meridian. Yeah.
My point being, it's just a lot of miles that a team has to take, and you got to think common sense says maybe just tired, you know, and need some home cooking.
Well, you know,
now
it means a lot to a team, you know, to play in front of the home crowd, and again, the Lions have done quite well to have so many of their games on the road and win so many of them, but I would hope that they'll have a resurgence beginning tonight and get a chance to see them get back into the thick of things and go out there and win the conference again.
Lions are the first ones out of the locker room as we're just a couple of minutes away from the tip-off here. Some big football games going on. The Rams are trying to win over Carolina.
Panthers back in front.
Panthers are back in front now, so that's a back-and-forth game. And coming up in just a little bit, Chicago Bears are going to be playing. So, and of course, we got high school basketball. John A. Logan gets a big win this afternoon.
Huge win, 90-58.
SIU women get a huge win over Valpo today.
Okay.
Their first conference win of the season. And so there's just a ton of sports going on around the region. We're going to go on and take a final break here on our pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups and the tip-off. We're in Pinckneyville. This is Lions basketball on NewsRadio WJPF.
Anyone can slap a logo on a shirt, but your branded apparel isn't just merchandise.
Here we go from Pinckneyville. Starting lineups are being announced. The Lions, the visitors here this evening, and Shane Hawkins going with his normal starting lineup. Max Lustenberger, the 5'9 sophomore, number 2, averaging 7.3 a game. Zach Snow, number 20, the 6'1 junior, he averages 9 points a ball game. Colton Hawkins, the senior, 6'4, number 21, averaging 16 points a ball game. Maddox Scully, the 5'10 junior, number 25, 11 points a game. And finally, Harper Lustenberger, who averages about 10 points a game. Max Lustenberger, Snow, Hawkins, Gully, Harper Lustenberger, the starting 5 for the Lions. Now the starters for head coach Matt Lauer and the Pinckneyville Panthers. The 6'1 senior, number 14, Reed Marlowe. The 6'1 senior, number 20, Colton Smith. The 6' senior, number 22, Miles Dorfline. The 6'8 senior, Ty Lauer, number 23. And finally, the 6'6 junior, number 35, McConnell. That is Tyler McConnell. So it's Marlowe, Smith, Dorfline, Lauer, and McConnell starting 5 for head coach Matt Lauer.
Well, the Panthers always been well known for their sticky man-to-man defense and very patient on offense with usually good shooters. Now they don't have the overall strength this year that they've had in recent years. They're a little bit small, I think, at the guard slot as well. But you can't rule them out. They're still a very solid team, and they've won some good games. They're just more vulnerable this year than they have been in recent years.
I would agree. They come in tonight 10-7 overall, and the Lions 15-2 on the night. Panthers pray cuddle with Coach Matt Lauer. Lions all huddled up around head coach Shane Hawkins. Hands in. Lions, let's go, as they step off from baseline left. Carterville in the road grays here tonight with the orange numbers, orange and blue. And Pinckneyville, of course, in the white with the powder blue on the front and the back. Appreciate you tuning in here on News Radio WJPF. It's going to be Zach Snow jumping against Ty Lauer.
That's a mismatch.
And the Pinckneyville Panthers get the opening tip. They're going to be moving right to left, and Lauer's hurt.
Hurt right off the bat. Oh, my
goodness. He came down awkwardly. Now, this is huge, and not only because he's 6'8", and a quiet settles over Dick Corn Court here at Pinckneyville is Matt Lauer, or Ty Lauer.
Yeah. Hurt on the opening tip.
I didn't see exactly what happened, if he just came down awkward. I saw that Zach Snow helped him to his feet. I don't know if maybe he landed on an ankle, if he rolled an ankle when he did hit.
That's a pretty good guess.
But Ty Lauer went to the bench after the opening tip. Panthers bring it into the front court. On the first possession of the game, they work it over on the right wing. And a bounce pass to Reed Marlowe down low in the paint. Good defense by the Lions to cut that off, and the Panthers throw the ball away. And a good job defensively by the Lions, as it was Tyler McConnell that lost control and couldn't get a good pass off. So Maddox Gully going to be matched up against Colton Smith defensively. Maddox breaks the timeline, takes it to the front side, and Colton Smith picks up his first foul for the Pinckneyville Panthers. We'll see which Carterville Lions team comes out tonight. They were a little sluggish last night at the start of the game at Massac County. And much like Massac County, if you don't play well, the Pinckneyville Panthers can beat you. Maddox Gully
having some problems dribbling the ball.
Handling problems. Bounce pass to Logan, or to Hawkins, down low. Floater in. The line is good for Harper Lustenberger on the feed from Colton Hawkins. What a nice assist.
Right on the money. Caught him in a good place to catch the ball. Didn't have to reach down for the ball. Caught it and scored and drew the foul.
Tyler McConnell picks up the first foul for the Panthers, second team foul. And Harper converts that three-point play. So that's a good start right there for the Lions, as they lead it 3-0 here on the road at Pinckneyville. Lauer's back on the floor now. Ty may have just tweaked that ankle.
Good. Glad to see him back.
Drive, and nice job defensively by Maddox Gully, anticipating the pass and picking it off. Panthers 2 turnovers. Max Lustenberger to Snow. Zach drives in, Skips it over to Hawkins. He's got a wide open three. Oh, that wouldn't go. You got to think that Colton Hawkins has probably shot some shots here in Pinckneyville.
I would imagine.
At some point. Down the lane, the runner, McConnell too strong, and Colton Hawkins gets the first foul for the Lions. Stay on your feet, I think is what Coach Shane Hawkins was yelling. Tyler McConnell, the 6'6 junior, number 35, his free throw is good. Not a packed house at Pinckneyville. We've seen bigger crowds. But I do have to say, it's NFL playoffs.
Right.
I think
that keeps a few people at home.
So here's Gully breaking down the defender. Gets into the front court. Over to the left side to Max Lustenberger. Drives in the paint, and a travel is going to be called on Max. He tried a little glide step as he got rid of the ball on the pass, and it's going to be a travel. First turnover on the Lions. Here comes Colton Smith. Smith to Marlowe. Marlowe dribbles around the top, gets into the paint, dumps it off right wing. Smith has the three open, and he hits it from that right wing. Colton Smith, the senior, gives the Panthers the lead 5-3. Maddox Goey, his shot blocked as he got into the paint. So Johnny Miller comes into the game replacing Max Lustenberger. Zach Snow hands it off to Gully. Maddox between the circles pulls up the dribble. Now Hawkins has it. Right wing, down to the block. That's Snow. Kicks it over to Miller, around to Harper. Now it's Maddox Gully. Elbow jumper left side, no good. Colton Hawkins a rebound and good. That was a nice rebound by Hawkins.
Going to need that from the Hawk tonight to have a chance to win this ball game.
5-5 game here with 5:25 remaining.
Over the
Maddox
back.
Gully over the back called, and the shot is good for Miles Dorfline. Got to be tough. I promise that's what Shane Hawkins is saying. Hawkins, three again, too strong. Johnny Miller gets the rebound. The ball comes out long, and Lauer has it for the Panthers. Takes it the length of the floor, pulls up inside the arc, skips it here near side to Dorfline. Now top of the key, Smith, his three, no good, and Colton Hawkins gets the rebound for Carterville. He drives in behind the back dribble, takes it top of the key, decides to shoot
he just
again.
hit the shots.
Johnny Miller, another opportunity, gets the offensive board for the Lions. Here's Harper's three, no good. Johnny Miller on his backside, and the Panthers get the rebound. Colton Smith now over to the far side to Marlowe. Marlowe in the paint on the back cut, off the glass and good to Dorfline. Marlowe the assist. 9-5, Pinckneyville, the 4-point lead on the Lions. Maddox Gully, length of the floor, glide step through.
Nice move.
Take it to the hole, Maddox. Makes it a 2-point ball game, 4:03 remaining here in this opening quarter. Lions coming off the loss last night at Massac County. 75-69, good job by Hawkins blocking a attempted pass, and Lions come away with it. Third turnover on the Panthers. Gully to Harper, floater, good.
Like good job of reading the floor there, getting the ball to Harper Lustenberger for the basket.
Tie ball game, 9-9 now. 3:35 the first. Johnny Miller up on the point defensively. Smith gets it to Lauer. Ty holds the ball high above his head. He's 6'8". When he holds it up there, it's a long way up. Lauer forces his way to the glass, and foul on the Lions could be one of three players. And it's going to be Zach Snow that picks up the foul. Tying Lauer, he's committed to Illinois?
SIU.
SIU, that's right. The 6'8" senior hits that first free throw. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Ty Lauer. Seems like he's okay on that ankle now. Second one is good for Lauer. His first 2 points of the ball game, but he's going to go to the bench. He actually does seem like he's limping just a little bit.
Yeah.
And now the training staff working on his face. He's got blood, so they're going to have to get him cleaned up. 11-9 here with 3:10 remaining. Hawkins inside the arc, now to Harper Lustenberger, mid-range jumper for Harper.
Hello, Harper Lustenberger. He's off to a great start, isn't he?
7 first quarter points. 2 for Gully, 2 for Hawkins. Counts for the Lions 11 points. Panthers have it in, forcing the shot up. Shot won't go. Harper Lustenberger picks up the foul, and Tyler McConnell is going to go to the line. He's got a pair of free throws coming. It's going to be the first on Harper. Third team foul on the Lions, and McConnell hits that first free throw. This Lions broadcast is also brought to you by Ralph's Small Engine, Highway 51 south of Elkville. Full service repair shop to keep your equipment running. McConnell hits both. In the paint, Gully, the left-hand runner from Gully. Well, it was nice.
Switch to the left hand and right off the glass and in.
13-13 now. Johnny Miller playing good, tight defense. Near side here to Dorfline. Dribbles up top to McConnell. McConnell in the paint, floats through, hangs in the air. Shot no good. Harper Lustenberger gets battles for the board. Gully to Miller around the top of the key. Over to Harper, bounce down low to Colton Hawkins. On
Good
the
feed.
cut to Gully. Oh, what a nice feed. He couldn't finish, but he's got free throws coming. And the foul is going to be Blake Brodbeckett. Picks up his first, number 21. So Maddox, who comes into the game averaging 11.4 a game.
Missed the first one.
56% free throw shooter coming into this weekend.
That's one area of the game that he can improve upon. Everything else, he's made some leaps and bounds.
Harper Lustenberger gets a nice round of applause from the Carterville fans here just below us as he gets a breather. And into the game, Amarion Adams. Gully's second is good. 5 here in the first quarter for Gully with 2:01 on the clock. And now Maddox going to get a little breather. Max Lustenberger back on the floor now for the Lions. And he steals the ball promptly. 3 from Hawkins. There we go. That's what the Lions need. And a timeout taken by Coach Matt Lauer as the Lions here just in the last 35 seconds have jumped out to a 4-point lead with 1:56. It's going to be a full timeout. Lions up 17-13 on News Radio WJPF.
better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Here at Pinckneyville, the Lions have a 4-point lead, up 17-13 over the Panthers. The Rams knock off Carolina 34-31 in the playoffs.
Exciting game there.
They score with 38 seconds left, a travel, and that is going to be the fifth turnover on the Pinckneyville Panthers here in this first quarter.
Only one on the Lions so far, right?
Yeah.
5-1. Usually it's the other way around when you're playing Pinckneyville.
So 4-point lead for Carteville. Hawkins gets it to Snow and immediately whips it over to Max Lustenberger. Max across the logo at midcourt. Finds Snow on the right wing. Zach, top of the key to Adams. He looks inside, dribbles to the left, hands it off to Max Lustenberger. Lusty hands it to Snow. Now it's Adams. He's got an open three. Airballs that. And the Panthers get the loose ball. Here comes Colton Smith. Drove right past Johnny Miller to the hole, and the Lions just slap the ball away and take it the other way. Max Lustenberger!
Oh,
the
goes
bucket
down.
and the foul.
Count it.
It's going to count for the Lions.
Great drive by the sophomore, taking it right to the rack.
That's going to be on Miles Dorfline, his first. Well, that was a beautiful drive by Max.
They don't have the points on the board yet, but they should be coming up.
The bucket should count. This is the and one. No, they don't. They haven't put the points on the board. But Lustenberger's free throw no good, and Adams gets the loose ball. Throws it toward the center line, and Colton Hawkins gets it. Right side to Miller. Dishes it to Adams. Three from Adams. A little too long. Needs to sight that in a little bit more. The ball's on the floor. How is that not a travel or something? And a timeout was taken by the Panthers. And a smart timeout there. 47 seconds left. We'll keep it right here, but pretty good ball game to start off for the Lions.
Lions are playing very well. I mean, you got 19 points in the first quarter on the road against a good team like Pinckneyville. That's a good start. That's a good bounce back from last night. And let's have to find a way to add to it, right?
Yeah.
Keep adding on.
That's exactly what you have to do. And we'll see how they do coming out of the timeout. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling in Carterville, right there on South Division Street for men, women, and children, offering cuts, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome. That's at Stephen Rich's Barber Styling. 19-13. Lions on top here on the road at Pinckneyville. Now the Panthers with the basketball out of the timeout.
1-2-2 zone by the Lions, it appears.
Colton Smith now to Aiden Carter. Carter. Blake Broadbeck here on the net left wing. Good defense by the Lions to Smith. And now it is Carter that has it. Pinckneyville holding for the final shot. 8 on the game clock. 3 from the right wing, good. Colton Smith, that's his second three-pointer. And the shot at the buzzer from Colton Hawkins, no good. And the Lions lead it 19-16 over the Pinckneyville Panthers.
That was a big three there right before the buzzer really big.
19-16 as we head to the second quarter here on News Radio WJPF. 19-16 as we start play here in the second quarter at Pinckneyville. Lions are going to have the ball. Max Lestenberger takes the inbound pass into the backcourt. He's matched up defensively, Aiden Carter of Pinckneyville, and a turnover on the Lions, only the second turnover of the game. Ty Lauer, the 6'8 senior, brings it across the front court. Hawkins wound up on the floor. They get it down low and hanging in the air. Miles Dorfline, the foul is going to be on Carterville.
Johnny Miller picks it up, his first.
So at the line, Miles Dorfline, the 6-foot senior. Four seniors on this varsity roster for the Pinckneyville Panthers. Marion Adams and Johnny Miller come out. Zach Snow and Maddox Gully back into the game. So the second from Miles Dorfline. He hits that one. 5 in the game for Dorfline. Colton Hawkins. His pass into the front court. Max Lestenberger went up against Ty Lauer.
That was a bit of a mismatch also.
Max 5'9" going up against 6'8". Gully to Harper. Harper finds Max, his brother, over on the left wing. Inside the arc. Now to Maddox. Now to Max. Back to Gully. Gully at the free throw line. Trying to somebody get open. Good ball movement. Gully back and forth with Max. The Panther fans think it's the defense, and it is. Gully just keeps bobbing and weaving up top. Now finally Colton Hawkins comes in. Colton, top of the key, down the lane against Lauer, forces the shot. Ball out of bounds. Colton trying to get the foul. The foul was not given. And so turnover number 3. Second of this quarter here in the first minute in 20 seconds on the Lions.
Colton certainly made it look like he got fouled.
Not enough.
Not enough for the official.
That was just a Golden Globe performance. It wasn't an Oscar winner. Maybe an Emmy, like a daytime Emmy.
He does have some moves.
The Panthers turned the ball over for their first time here in the second quarter. That's their 7th turnover of the game. 6.5 left. Gully. Now to Max, back and forth. Now Gully, Pinckneyville cutting Gully off from getting into the paint. They're backed in, still showing that zone. Snow. But the ball movement by the Lions, they're not able to break down that zone right now.
You just don't see a zone from Pinckneyville hardly ever.
Panthers trail by 2 in the paint. Good job by Gully. And rebound by the Panthers. And Gully, I believe, may have picked up the foul. Or is it going to be on Colton? It's going to be Maddox Gully. The first on Maddox.
Nobody has 2 fouls for either team, just spread out 1 foul apiece across the board.
Tyler McConnell. All of his points from the line so far tonight.
Yeah.
5 points.
They're about to tie the ball game.
Second for McConnell. Rolls that one home.
6-0 run by the Panthers.
Ties it up, 19-19. Zach Snow to Gully. He gets free this time, shoots, and it's off the left side, but Harper Lestenberger, a nice board. Max to the paint, the floater with the right hand, no. And McConnell gets the rebound for Pinckneyville. 5:23 remaining. McConnell way up top to Smith. They feed McConnell now. He's on the low block against Harper. Puts it up and good. That was a tough shot. Good defense by Harper, but a good shot from Tyler McConnell. And a 2-point lead for Pinckneyville at 21-19. Hawkins.
Panthers are taking advantage of the height.
Down in the paint, puts it up over Lauer. And the foul is going to be on the Panthers. Colton Smith picks up his second. Colton, of course, his dad played here, won a state championship here.
Yes, he did. 93-94 school year.
We talked about the history of Pinckneyville basketball, the glory days. And head coach Shane Hawkins part of that history. 7 in the game after Colton hits those free throws. Ties us up at 21. Good ball game here at Pinckneyville. Lauer has it as he was coming through the lane. Triple team right there. Hawkins just steals it from him. Come in on the backside. Harper feeds Maddox Gully. Oh, my goodness.
Way to run the floor. That's why you run it.
7 for Maddox. Lions up 2. 23-21. They feed it to Lauer. High post for Lauer. Gives it to McConnell on the curl. Now the baseline drive.
Off.
And
No
getting
foul.
free was Reed Marlowe. Marlowe gets a bucket, his first field goal of the game. Ties us up at 23. Gully in the paint. Now to Harper. Good ball fake by Harper. Whips it around to Gully. Now to Hawkins. 3 from Colton. No good. They say it hit off of the shot clock.
He's 1 out of 5 on 3-point shots here this evening.
He's been cold the last 2 or 3 games.
He's a streaky shooter.
He is a streaky shooter. He only had 5 points in that win at Meridian. Last night now he wound up finishing with 18. Panthers turn it over again. Here's Max Lustenberger. Wow.
They needed that.
Lions needed that in a bad way. 26-23, Carterville. Lauer just decides to pull up and jump in and out. No good. Rebound, Pinckneyville. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Hawkins. And it may have been rolled off the back of his head as it went out of bounds.
That's just bad rebounding by the Lions right there. They just let the Panthers sneak inside and grab the offensive rebound.
That's what happened last night at Massac as well. They were able to get a bunch of offensive boards. 3 in and out, no good, straight away from Smith. Colton couldn't believe that didn't go. Colton Hawkins gets into McConnell, feeds it to Gully on the baseline drive. Now it's the 3.
Oh,
good.
Yeah. Oh, Max is warming it up.
He is warming it up. 8 in the game for Max. In the paint, Dorf line, shot blocked. The other way. Snow, shot blocked, and they're going to count it.
Wow.
Tyler McConnell.
How about that?
I don't think
That's
it was
rare. They did.
I don't think you can pin it against the board, I think.
Yeah, well, they haven't put the points on the board either. Not yet. Now I guess they're going to. They haven't put it on yet.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just
turnover. Turnover? You're right. There are no points on there, but I sure don't know how. I guess it went off out of bounds on him, maybe.
That might have been.
Okay.
I thought it might. Lauer bounce pass, and he just couldn't field it. 6-point lead for the Lions, up 29-23. Harper Lustenberger blew a string on his left kick. He's got her tied back up. He's ready to go.
I like these fashion statements.
Pregame
Pre-game
conversation overheard by this broadcaster to Harper talking about his exploits as on the relay team for track and field.
Oh, okay.
How a travel by Colton Hawkins. That's going to be the 4th turnover. How just could not figure out the baton relay. And he was put on the 4x as a replacement and never could figure out how to transfer the baton, which makes it difficult to run a relay race.
It does.
Out here on the left wing, Marlowe doesn't want to shoot, gives it to Smith. He puts the shot up, and he will.
I don't know how he made that one.
That's his third three-pointer, 9 in the game for Colton Smith. Hawkins leaves Gully wide open. His three short. Ball's tipped around, and Lauer gets it for the Panthers. Tyne drives it across midcourt. Pull up three straight away. Air ball out of bounds. 6th turnover on the Panthers now. We've said a lot of turnovers here in this quarter. That is
I have 9 turnovers on the Panthers. Not counting that.
Total?
Yeah.
Or just
9.
I've got them for 11.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And 4 on the Lions here in this quarter. So Colton Hawkins forces the shot, won't go. He was trying to draw the foul there. The officials are kind of letting them bang a little bit.
Yeah.
And they'll do that till they don't want to do it anymore, and that's when you expect it. Oh, Max Gully almost had a steal. Shot from the Panthers, no good. Hawkins outlet to Gully. Left-hand layup is good. How good is Maddox Gully going either left hand or right hand when he goes to the hole?
Very good. Much improved. Much improved over last game.
31-26. And a foul on Carterville.
Gully's second.
Yep. So Johnny Miller comes into the game. So Maddox is going to get a blow here on the bench. Marion Adams drapes a towel around his neck. Shane Hawkins meets Maddox and has a coaching session with him right here on the near sideline. Max still, Shane's still talking to him, and Maddox needs a drink. So the Panthers now with 20 seconds remaining here in this first half of basketball. Ty Lauer Lions a 5-point lead up 31-26. They're holding for the final shot. Carter bounce pass to Smith. That's who they want to get it to. Now we're Lauer. Ball's tipped in the backcourt. Couldn't be tracked down by Johnny Miller, but it forces the Panthers out across into the backcourt to trigger in. Here comes Amarion Adams.
Interesting move here by Coach Hawkins, putting in the taller Adams to defend the inbound pass. I like that.
Because it's going to be Aiden Carter that triggers in. Aiden only 5'11".
Wow.
Adams,
look at this.
My goodness, what a feed.
Wow.
What a play by the Panthers on the back cut by Colton Smith. And they get the bucket right at the buzzer. But the Lions still lead the Panthers here on the road, 31-28.
Well-designed play by Coach Lauer on that one, and for the second consecutive quarter, the Lions give up a bucket right before the buzzer.
Lions led at 19-16 at the end of the first. They lead at 31-28 as we head to halftime. Stay with us. Halftime report coming up next on News Radio WJPF. McKenzie. John Homan with you here. Where we're at halftime and the Lions have a 31-28 lead over the Pinckneyville Panthers. We're glad to have you with us here on this Friday night. Lions trying to bounce back from, I would say, a shocking loss last night on the road at Massac County, where they lost 75-69. And you know what? They're playing not terrible here in this first half of basketball at Pinckneyville.
Yeah, you're right. And we were hoping we'd see a bounce back after last night's loss, and that's what you're seeing. The Lions are playing well. They a couple of things to pick on, but overall, the effort is good. The energy's good. The execution's pretty good. A good first half. They lead on the road by 3. It could have been a little bit more, but just have to kind of be happy with what you get sometimes. Taking a look at the overall stats for Carterville in the first half, they were 12 out of 28 from the field, 42%, 3 out of 12 on three-point shots, 25%, 3 out of 5 from the free throw line, 60%. And we'll have Pinckneyville stats available after our next timeout.
So when you look at the scoring, we'll start with the Pinckneyville Panthers here in the first half, led by Colton Smith, who has 11 first half points for the Pinckneyville Panthers. 8 from Tyler McConnell, 2 from Ty Lauer, and 2 from Reed Marlowe this evening, and 28 points scored by the Pinckneyville Panthers. Carterville Lions tonight led by the 9 from Maddox Gully, 8 from Colton Hawkins, 7 from Max Lustenberger, 8 from Max Lustenberger, and that's it for the Lions. 31 points scored here in this first half of basketball. We're going to go on and take another break here on our halftime report. We'll continue when we come back here on News Radio WJPF.
Ralph's Small Engine is your full-service repair shop that keeps your equipment running year-round. At Ralph's, they treat each customer like family. They offer the best brands of the business, like Hustler, Skag, Echo, and DeWalt. Financing is available with interest rates as low as 0%. They don't do high-pressure sales. Just get you into the equipment you need at the best price. Family-owned since 1995. Ralph's Small Engine on Highway 51 just south of Elkville. Best of luck this season.
This is News Radio 1340, WJPF Heron, W258.
Panthers shot the ball fairly well in the first half. They were 8 out of 18 overall, 44%. They were 3 out of 9 on threes, 33%. But here's what keeps them in the game. 9 out of 10 from the free throw line, Dave. 9 out of 10, 90%. They've shot 5 more free throws than they've made all but 1 for the night. So that's why they're very close in this ball game. That, along with the 2 buckets right at the end of each quarter, that could be a much wider spread than what it is right now.
Carterville Lions